Okay guys, still on page 17. Now I'm at box number 2. And I'm actually going to make this video boxes 2 and 3 because I already covered most of box 2 in the last one. It's just talking about liaison again, which you know it means if a word ends in a consonant and that consonant's normally silent, more likely than not you're going to pronounce that consonant anyway if it's by a word that starts with a vowel, and it's just called liaison. So the example it gives you, I do believe, is étudiant. So the word de by itself just makes the sound de. Étudiante by itself is just étudiante. But when you're talking about some students and you're putting those two words together, it becomes des étudiants. Very good. I need to point out too that this also happens with the letter H. The letter H isn't pronounced in French. So what's going to happen is it's going to look like a consonant, but you're going to use liaison anyway because you're talking about vowel sounds when you're wanting to use liaison. So the example it gives you is the word for some men. Some is des, men is homme. But when you put it together, it's des hommes. That linking together again is called liaison. Okay, you got that down. Now I'm at box 3. We're going to talk a little bit about how to make the nouns themselves look plural while you're writing. It says, as in English, the plural form of a noun in French most often ends in the letter S. So when I'm talking about one book or two books in English, I add S at the end. It's the same in French. When I'm talking about one book, it's un livre. When I'm talking about some book, it's des livres. So do you see what happens? We add an S in the writing, but it doesn't get pronounced. So you have to be paying attention to whether you're saying the word un or une or des in front of your noun. So des livres is some books, but un livre is one book. Same is true for pencils. Un crayon is a pencil. Des crayons is some pencils. And when you're writing, you just add an S to the end of crayon. Just a couple exceptions to that rule. For nouns that already end in S, X, or Z, when there is singular, so just one of this thing, there is no distinct plural form. So you're not going to add another S if the word already ends in S. And below that it tells you un mois, that ends in S. So un mois, that's a month. Des mois, that's some months. The spelling doesn't change at all, and neither does the pronunciation. So you really have to be paying attention to the context of what someone's talking about. Also, un prix, a price, or des prix, some prices. Un nez, a nose, or des nez, some noses. So you have to pay really close attention but not even the spelling is changing here, and the pronunciation definitely isn't changing. So those are words that end in S, X, and Z in the singular. More often than not, though, if it ends in anything else, you're going to add an S to make it plural. See you next time.